road at Brookhaven Honda, exit 40, I-55 here in Brookhaven. And we're celebrating summer and celebrating cycling here this morning at Brookhaven Honda. And our next guest is Danny Ivy. And we've known Danny for quite a few years. Today he's visiting with us in his capacity as a member of the Christian Motorcyclist Association, which is one of those mushrooming organizations. It's incredible, the growth of this organization. A little bit of the history of CMA, Danny.
Well, CMA started by Herb Shreve up in Arkansas in the mid-'70s. One individual had a mission-minded attitude about wanting to be in ministry and wanting to minister to the motorcycle community. He got a motorcycle, showed up at a motorcycle rally, and started talking to people. And from there, it has grown from one person going out and talking to people at motorcycle rallies to being involved nationwide and worldwide in over 26 countries in the last 33 years. But Herb started a big organization. It's got over 800 chapters and a couple 100,000 members, and there's like 16 or 18 chapters just in the state of Mississippi.
The history of this organization kind of tracks the life of motorcyclists. The vehicle that just about disappeared from the American roadway a few decades ago and has had an incredible rebirth in this country.
It's had a rebirth for a lot of reasons. It's economical, but it's a lot of fun as well. The Christian Motorcycle Association has grown because the motorcycle industry has started to change. Used to, you had mostly hardcore bikers. You had what they call the 1% group, your Hells Angels, your Pistoleros and Banditos, but most of the motorcycling community now, probably 80%, are people like me that are just professional, local people that just love to ride. And the Christian Motorcyclist Association is a ministry that's set out to share the word of Jesus Christ mostly to the motorcycling community, but to be involved in the community where they live and where they work. We have worldwide missions, and we talk about some of the things that we do on a worldwide basis, but locally we're just involved with whatever the needs are in the community. We love to ride, we get together, we like to eat, but mainly we want to talk about Jesus Christ and just mainly to be there as an open door to anybody who wants to talk with us.
Ballpark figure, how many folks you think are involved right here in this southwest Mississippi area?
Well, our chapter is classified as the Butte chapter, which go anywhere from Natchez to Macomb around, but we probably have 40 or 50 active members with an overall membership, probably 75 or 80 just in this area. And of course, there's chapters in Hattiesburg and Jackson, and Crystal Springs that are close by that do the same thing.
And you're everywhere. Just a few weeks ago, Julia and I were checking into a hotel in Nashville, and about 12 bikers came up. It was raining. They got out of their wetsuits and all came inside. I got talking to them while we were all checking in. One of them used to be pastor of a church in Vicksburg, and they were coming back from a retreat at Ridgecrest or somewhere they'd been. And he said they'd had like a couple thousand people at that event. They were scattering to the four winds. What kind of things do you all do?
We're involved with any kind of ministry-related activity, especially with motorcycles. We're involved with local bike rallies. Our local chapter is involved with local bike rallies where we'll go and we'll work. We'll set up a water trailer. We'll provide tracts and Bibles. We'll talk with people about Christ. We'll present and do the bike games at most of the bike rallies. And a lot of times you have people out there that want to argue about games and such as that. We're out there to have a good time and have fun. And so we're there just to be a part of what's going on, but to be a ministry, to be a witness that's there. We'll do Sunday services. We'll have programs for the kids that don't want to get out in the sun and ride the motorcycles with their parents. We're involved in local activities like bike night here in Brookhaven. We try to have at least one night a month where we're in the parking lot of a business where we'll ride motorcycles and play games, invite the families and kids to come see what's going on, learn a little bit about motorcycles. And if we have an opportunity, somebody wants to talk with us about our ministry of Jesus Christ, then we're available for that. We're also involved with a lot of fundraisers, good causes, and fundraisers for people that have needs. We're involved with like the Dickerson Place, the Baptist Children's Village. We'll go out there and spend time with the kids. I think we get a whole lot more out of it than they do. But just anything that's involved in the community is a community activity that for the growth of the community that can be ministry related, or especially that involves motorcycles. We want to be a part of it. We love to ride. We love to ride, see what's going on, and be out there. So it's just a common interest that we have with a lot of people.
What kind of acceptance and response do you get when you all approach the different groups of folks?
One thing about the Christian Motorcyclist Association that has really led to opening the doors with all groups is when Herb Shreve started it and came up with it, it was started with a lot of integrity. They walk with Jesus Christ and share the word with Jesus Christ, but Jesus didn't condemn, and we wouldn't either. Everybody has their own way of doing things and own way of going, and there's a lot of trust that's been built up over the years. So we're very well accepted by the motorcycling community, even the hardcore bikers, because they know we're there just to be a part of what's going on, to help them, to be a friend, help them when they break down the road, help them with first aid. We'll help work gates at rallies, just whatever the need comes up. So we've been accepted and been welcome just about everywhere we've been. There's very few places around the world where we have not been welcomed with open arms.
Danny Ivey with the Christian Motorcyclist Association, our guest on this segment.